Who I really think might win this championship? Well, it's hard to say. It's very hard to say. It really depends on the setup of these cars. It's hard to bet against Fornaroli, but he needs to bring his consistency. He needs to find a little bit more pace too. I don't doubt that he's going to be consistent, but he's not Formula 3 anymore. He's Formula 2. If he wants to win Formula 2, he's got to bring those. He's got to at least win one feature race. Tao Pourchaire showed in 2023 you don't need to win a bunch of races to win the Formula 2 championship. And as we know, these impetuous, impatient young drivers, they have crashes. If you can avoid the crashes, a little bit of after you, sir, okay, you go into the lead of the race, I'll finish second, I still pick up 18 points. But I think Fornaroli needs to win at least one feature race. But I think he can do it. I think he's actually a very good driver. Probably has the strongest junior career outside of anyone except maybe Victor Martins. But I think just depends on Prema getting that car set up correctly and many working on those weaknesses that, if you have a 14 race weekend, you can't really afford to have 3 rounds where you don't score points or you don't have any pace. That's going to hold you back. If Mini works on that, says I have to be up there every weekend, qualifying in the top 10, then he can fight for the championship. I've got no doubt. He's got a great karting record, Formula 4 championship, Formula Regional runner-up, Formula 3 runner-up. It's very solid background. Dino Beganovic it's hard to say because he struggled in F3, a Formula Regional champion, but struggled in F3. But then when he sat in the car last year, he looked fast. If he can find the old form, he definitely looked fast in F3, but somehow the results never came for whatever reason. If he gets on top of those things, he can fight for the championship. Duerksen, he's really at the... what's his upper limit? He's been in the AIX, a complete surprise package of 2024. No one expected him to do anything. Everyone thought he'd be stuck on the back row of the grid and might score 1 or 2 points. But no, he's won races in AIX car. So there's still a lot of unknowns there, even though this will be second season. AIX is a lot of unknowns. They seem to have a lot of money, a lot of backing, and yet they take these strange drivers like Shane Shields and Niels Coolin. Aren't you people backed by an investment firm in Dubai? Why do you need Shane Shields for? This is a very confusing one, but if they have the team that puts a good car together, I can't see why Duerksen can't fight for the title. But he has to bring the best of himself every week in, week out. Crawford. As I said before, Crawford needs to work on the qualifying. The rest is easy, right? He was sensational in Silverstone last year. He was unbeatable in Barcelona. But he's qualifying, in every second race he's qualifying near the back. How can you fight for a Formula 2 title if you're qualifying 19th or 20th? And then you have to make your way forward. Remember Imola? He just overtook Zane Maloney like that. It was great, but it's his third season. He would have learned a lot. He has good Crawford has very good racecraft. Very good racecraft. He has to work on the qualifying. As for some of the other drivers I mentioned earlier, Victor Martins, it's puzzling why he's in this position. You'd think, if you watch 2023, you can't believe that he actually finishes as low as 5th. Like, he looks so strong and he's like fast, he's menacing. In qualifying, he's always up the top, and yet somehow he only finishes 5th. I think finishing 7th last year was a fabulous result. I think ART really struggled with that car in 2024. So what are they going to do about it in 2025? But Martins, I think Martins caused less accidents in 2024. If he can keep out of, accidents, and some of the accidents he had in 2024 were not his fault. Villa Gomez in Belgium, Hauger in Barcelona, these sort of things. If he can just avoid the accidents and ART bring a good car, he should walk the championship, really. He should have walked it last year. It's bizarre that such a good driver is in this situation. F3 champion, Formula Regional champion. Arvid Lindblad, I just think he's a bit too young, as I said before, a bit green, but I'm sure he's going to win a race or two, like he did last year. You can't really count him out, can you? Like, what he did last year was amazing. He's leading the F3 championship, and he's 16? He's about to turn 17, but not quite. That is amazing. That is amazing. He's very much talent. You can't count him out. But I'm not going to back him for the championship. Not with Campos, and not being 17 and a half. I'm sorry. Richard Verschoor, he's very experienced. I don't know where he gets the money from to keep competing in Formula 2, but he's very talented. Clearly he's talented, but he doesn't really have had the opportunity. But MP, experienced driver, am I getting 2022 vibes here? Why not? He's won a race for Trident. They never win a race in Formula 2. This could be his year, why not? But I don't back him to win the championship. I back him to do well. And Luke Browning, a very fast driver, GB3 champion, F3 last year, not quite there, but very fast. Maybe caught up in too many accidents. If he can stop having accidents, don't crash in qualifying like he did last year at Hungary, of course he can fight for the title. Browning, Beganovic, HiTech, that's going to be a very vicious combination this year in F2. You just wait and see. And some of these other teams, I'm struggling to see what they're doing with the drivers. I said Trident, they've got 2 rookies and they're not... I don't know. But anyway, that's how Formula 2 works. The drivers pay for the experience of driving the Formula 2 car, fighting for their futures. That's how it works, and that's how the way the cookie crumbles. That's the American expression, the way the cookie crumbles. I like it, actually. But I've gone through the main drivers. I've gone through to each team. What else can I say? I don't know, but I think it'll be tight. The last couple of seasons in F3 have been tight. Now I've got those drivers, Beganovic, Fornaroli, Mini, Browning. They're all coming to F2. They're all in strong teams. So I see that this should be a tight championship. And it's sort of like 2 sides. On one side, you've got these guys coming up from F3 that I just mentioned, Fornaroli, Browning, Mini, Beganovic. On the other side, you've got established drivers. You've got Duerksen, Verschoor and Martins, and I see that as a nice battle, between this new lot and the old lot, and I wonder who's going to come out on top. It's also, and where does Arvid Lindblad fit in all of that? But it really depends. Now, coming up soon is the testing. Once we've seen testing, we'll have a better idea. But I'm F2 Fan 5000. I'll put out my predictions before we even see the testing. But just on that, whatever you do this year, keep your eye on Martins, Duerksen and Verschoor, because these three drivers were very quick in testing at the end of last year. And they're experienced. They're a bit older than some of these other drivers. They're going to be lethal. So there's people to watch out for. And hopefully we have exciting races and we really enjoy it.